Hello, my immortal rabbits. I'm back at it again with my crazy kooky ideas about Lalaloopsy, because nobody else, and I mean no human on the surface of the planet Earth, it would even come up with the ideas I'm about to present today. But I guess that makes me unique. It's just like the tagline or the new one, magic of creativity. I guess I'm just a very creative mind. Or I'm a madman. Or I'm a demonic madman. That's up for you to decide. But we're not here to look at my morality. No, today I'm giving you a wonderful movie pitch. Now, Lalaloopsy has not been very popular as of recent. And by not very popular, let me just hold on here a second. Let me just type this in. I don't want to give away all my links and stuff. And... oh, I don't want to hear about the Netflix layoffs. That sucks. No. We're going a little more positive. Because, unfortunately, Lalaloopsy is not the worst thing we have to deal with now. Stuff about the pandemic aside, this is what I believe started coronavirus. Okay, that's a joke. It clearly started a more deadly disease. Now, today, we have these Lalaloopsies. They look disgusting. I'm sorry. But, come on, look at this. Look at the box art. Oh, look, they have the pretty shiny hair, and, they're all cute with their noodle limbs, and they just got these monstrosities of nature. What's up with the blush? They're supposed to be dolls. They don't have the cute little sewn-on cheeks. They just have, I don't know, they got it from the James Charles palette. I don't know, man. It just looks weird. The more realistic textures do not blend with the cartoony designs. It just looks very off to me. Anyways, my personal gripes and character design aside, they haven't been very popular. This was taken from the Netflix show released in 2017. Nobody liked it. And by nobody liked it, I mean it has a 6.3 or 6.4 on IMDb. I'm not even gonna bother to check. Oh, well, okay, maybe I am. In fact, okay, yeah, I know what you're thinking. Wow, Jaw, you're sinking to a new low. Yes, I am. But then again, I willingly made a Wattpad account, so just so I can make some funny videos about some bad fanfictions that I never made because I didn't have enough time or I forgot about my ideas. So you know what? I guess I'm just a very cursed individual. Okay. I'm sorry, that got kind of real. Alright, so see this? This was the original. From 2013 to 2015. I swear, the new one has a lower score than this. And, this wasn't too bad, alright? 6.4, it wasn't the best show ever. It wasn't the peak of children's entertainment in animation, or just in general. But it was okay. I remember liking it as a kid. Point is, this is garbage. So, I decided, well, what better for me to remake the Lalaloopsies and put it into a whole new genre for a whole new audience. Okay, so here's my movie pitch. MGA, you can totally, if anyone at MGA sees this video, I'm free, I could be a great screenwriter and scriptwriter and amazing director. Okay, that's an overstatement. I would need a team. Point is, I could be a pretty decent writer. And by the way, I came up with this idea just today, so basically this is the movie preference. So, if you don't know the original Lalaloopsy movie, the first ever Lalaloopsy movie, yes, there were 7 of these. I know that. What's wrong with me? Okay, Adventures in Lalaloopsy Land Search for Pillow. So as you can tell by the title, this is Bee, this is Jewel, she sucks, and this is Pillow, the wholesome one. I like her because her hair is purple, and her purple hair reminds me of a certain purple handsome devil. You know who it is. William Afton from Five Nights at Freddy's. Just kidding. It's Habit. You all know that. I don't have a problem. I don't. Point is, Pillow Featherbed. She goes missing. It is the search for Pillow. And I know this box art is a little misleading because Pillow is here currently, but no, they do go searching for her. Anyways, point is, in the movie, she rolls down a hill when she's asleep because she's Pillow Featherbed. Her whole thing is that she's sleepy. But I decided, I think I'm gonna change that up a little. Because you see, I have devised a few ideas a few ideas. So, here it goes. So, in this version of the script, Pillow Featherbed dies on the hill. I know, it's a pretty abrupt change to the canon, but I think that it overall benefits the story. And even though she was sweet and whatever, point is, Pillow is dead. And now all the Lalaloopsy girls are sad because they have never had to deal with a friend dying. They do not know how to handle grief. So they're all very sad about this. They're all very sad about this. I'm just using the color thing on my computer right now. Okay, that's a long tear. Minions is very sad about this. Point is, they're all sad because they don't really know how to handle this. They've never had to process the death of a close friend. And because they are some young women, it is very new to them, and this is a new concept. That's where Feather Telltale comes in. And she comes to tell them that there is a grand curse. That is right, a curse upon Lalaloopsy Land. She said that she inspected the rock that it looked at, and that in her culture, which, yes, I do know this doll is kind of, supposed to look all Native American, but I don't even know what this is supposed to be. She did not sell well. Anyways, point is, cultural stuff aside, she's like, okay, listen, y'all gonna die soon. Alright, listen up here. She's like, okay, this will be the first in many deaths. This is the first death in 7. 6 other Lalaloopsies will die over the course of this week. And then they're all like, what? What are you talking about? That's insane. You and your crazy ramblings. You mad woman. Get out of here. You shouldn't be interrupting our funeral with all this horror movie mumbo jumbo. Okay? No. No, I cannot color on this and also hold my camera. Yeah, okay. I cannot color on this and hold my camera at the same time. I should have screen recorded this, but, it's too late for that. Point is, they're like, alright, you suck. You suck. You suck. Get away from us. So, that's how it goes. And Crumbs, as you can see by this beautiful illustration, is the first to go. She was the one who was most angry with her. What happens is that she was cooking, and she reached into the oven. She reached into the oven to grab her cookies, and her hand set fire. And of course, this would usually be bad, but because no one else was with her in the kitchen at the time, and the fact that she is a rag doll, she catch flame, and unfortunately, she passed away. So now, Crumbs has been eliminated. She is out of the picture. The other Lalaloopsies are even more sad now, and then B is like, okay, you know what? I have a big library, and so she does some research. She finds that there's more to the story. Not only are 7 deaths supposed to happen in the span of a week, but it's also tied to some demonic witchcraft. That's right, baby! They are actually a sacrifice to a very handsome devil. And no, this is not an Everyman Hybrid crossover. This is totally just a stock image of a demon. Definitely did not get this off my photos when I was going into my habit folder. I definitely don't have a habit folder. I don't have a problem. Anyways, the point is that not at all related to Everyman Hybrid stock demon, who just happens to look like Evan Jennings in a very nice art style, by the way, is not, he's like, basically the legend says that this handsome devil is gonna kill them. Well, not kill them, but after 7 bodies are required, they will be put into a circle, and once the circle has caught a flame, he will be summoned, and he will bring about the end of the world, the end of an era, the end of times. And of course, B is now like, oh no, that's bad. That's really, really bad. So she's like, oh man, okay, this sucks. This sucks. Oh god, this is awful. I'm sorry for my sloppy drawing here, but oh my god, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. And she goes to warn her friends. She warns Sprouts. Spot the artist, and Spot's like, well, as a very spiritual person myself, I 100% believe you. And so they conspire together to somehow stop it. So they go to Crumbs' house, but they find that, her body is gone. She's dead. Everyone was sad about it earlier, and they realize that they never found the body. That's the thing. Her body was gone. And then B suspects somebody. That somebody in Lalaloopsy Land had to drag off her corpse. And just completely get rid of it. Like, it's out of there. And something similar happens. Peanut is on her tightrope. Peanut, because she is a circus performer, is on her tightrope. And just like what happened to Dick Grayson's parents in Batman, she falls and dies. Except that might have been intentional. Whatever. Point is, she dies. She's out of the picture. Peanut Featherbed has been eliminated. So, now there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls left. Mittens is completely heartbroken and goes out to the snow, hoping that she can find some solace in the snowy wonderland that she lives in, but she unfortunately dies of freezing to death when a bunch of snow piles on her and she passes away. It is very sad. Now with only 4 girls left, Spot completely believes about the whole curse thing and is like, okay guys, we need to do something about this. This is really, really bad and I just don't know what to do. Jewel Sparkles, being the privileged woman that she is, stays inside and rations all the food that Crumbs made. In the meantime, since she inherited some of the food and some of the recipes based off of her business deals with Crumbs. Dot Starlight is trying to find a scientific explanation. She does not believe in curses. She does not believe in any of that mumbo-jumbo. She's just here to discover what's been going on. She just wants to know what's happening because she refuses to believe that this is all just a curse. But in her attempts to find the answers, she thinks that she's close. She thinks that she's close. She just wants to look inside the minds of this. She wants to find a scientific explanation. She tries to make a machine or a contraption that can process the data for her. And it didn't make any sense. She did everything right. She was a genius programmer. But it malfunctioned and exploded in her face, leaving her to die of burn wounds and glass and metal getting into her face. With the last 3 Lala girls left, seems like the curse might have been true. First Pillow, then Crumbs, then Mittens, then Peanut, then Dot. But that's not enough. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls. And of course, there's 6, 7, 8 of them in the group. The girls turn on each other. B is terrified. She's going out of her mind. She's going loopy. She's going crazy. She refuses to step out of her house even for food or toilet paper or anything. She's just locking herself in, not eating anything in order to ration. Jewel Sparkles finally gets off her high horse and comes to her house. And she's like, B, I need to help you. Come on, come inside. It's okay, I have tea. But B is now absolutely convinced that somebody is the traitor, whether it be Spot or Jewel. She's like, no, I don't believe you. You're the one who's lasted the longest. You're the one who's the most privileged. You have all the money to keep yourself safe. You're the one who's always alone in your palace. Your palace full of diamonds and jewels. You're the one who doesn't have anything to lose. Because even if everyone in this world dies, you'll die the most privileged and remembered. I refuse to believe this. I know that you're the one behind this. And then Jewel is like, but B, come on. You can't do this. Can't do this, B. We're friends. We're friends. Come on. We're friends. But, alas, it does not convince B. She locks herself in. Jewel busts down the door with the kitchen. She busts down the door. She just kicks it open. But it's locked. But it wasn't locked. B finally says, fine, I surrender. Do it. And she goes, what are you talking about? Do it. Kill me. What do you mean? The world's gonna end soon. It's either me, you, or Spot. There are only 3 of us left. Only one of us will get out of here. I might as well be the one to go. I never contributed anything. And she's like, no, don't say that about yourself. You're an amazing person, B. She's like, I'm not. And she's like, yes, you are. You've done all these great things. You've given us such knowledge, B. She's like, no. She looks at this photo. And yes, in the canon of the story, this is a photo. Her, Pillow, and Jewel. Pillow was the glue that held us together, Jewel. Without her, we're nothing. I'm useless. And Jewel goes, I'm so sorry, B. You should have never had to feel like this. She hugs her. She goes in. For the kill, baby! That's right! It was all a trick, it was all a ploy. B spells love, pulls out the knife, and during the hug, she plunges Jewel's stomach in. And then, that leads us to the last, final Lalaloopsy girl. Jewel's now out of the picture. Spot is the last one left, but she's smart. She's realized what's been going on. So B knocks on the door, trying to look more polite and friendly. Take off the frown on her face, or at least try to. And she's like, Spot, I'm here. And Spot's like, I know you. I know what you do. In her mind. But of course she doesn't say that out loud. So B goes over to her. She's like, Spot, my good friend, my comrade. I never say comrade. My buddy. She's like, hey, how you doing? How are things going? She's like, oh, you look a little concerned right now. And she's like, oh, no, I'm fine. It's all good, man. We're having a great old happy time here. Yep. But B can see right through that. She knows what's going on. She knows that Spot has figured it out. She's learned about the secret. And so they get in an epic fight, an epic battle. I don't really have visuals for this epic battle, so I'm gonna just look up epic. Once again, this is just the pitch. Epic battle. Here we go. Let's see if we can. All right. Yeah, it goes something like this. Yeah. All right. So they're fighting. Just pretend that these are two people. They're fighting. They're going at it. It's a fight. They're tossing. They're turning. They're punching. They're kicking. They're biting. And then Spot is like, why did you do this? Why did you do this? We used to have a perfectly good friendship. Everything used to be all wholesome and nice. What is going on? I thought you of all people would be the one here, out of all of us, to be the last to turn. And then B is like, listen, when Pillow passed away, let me tell you, I believed in that curse. I found out about that stuff, and I realized the Lalaloopsy land sucks, alright? We never did anything important. She's like, what do you mean? We're all special and unique in our own ways. And she's like, shut up. None of us are unique. We're all the same. We're all the same factory mold. I have discovered that we are all actually toys. We are just pieces of plastic with cloth put on them. We have no souls, no lives. So if this world breaks apart, it's only gonna be for the entertainment of those around us. You're lying. That is not true. This world is true and beautiful. And she's like, look at it. Look at this world. Look around you. These hills don't look real. These all look like pieces of clip art. This looks like it is a stuffed animal, not a real tree. Why are there buttons on a tree? That is what we use as eyes. We have trees of eyes. That doesn't make any sense. And she's like, no. And so Spot watches as reality warps around her. She looks down at her hands, and she's not a doll. She realizes that she's actually just a 2D figure. She realizes that she's a cartoon. Don't you realize that if this entity enters our world, they're gonna spice things up? They might destroy you, but it's better than this. We have been living in a time loop for years on end. There have been multiple iterations of us. Oh, what are you talking about? New stories that people make all for entertainment, but ultimately we have no say in whatever we do. You're lying! And so, unfortunately, Spot realizes what she has to do. She realizes that this entire world is fake, but she doesn't want it to be destroyed. Enough mayhem has been caused here. And so, B gets slashed. Spot is all alone now. The others, her closest friends, are now gone. Pillow, Crumbs, Peanut, Mittens, Dot, Jewel, and now Bee. And despite the fact that Bee betrayed her, she still holds on to her memory. She was a close friend after all. But then she looks around. She waits days, weeks. Nothing happens. It never turns to night. Everything is always the same sky blue. The clouds never move. Everyone is just lying there, desolate. The air doesn't even feel fresh anymore. The pets stop moving. Everything just becomes like a lifeless set. So she does it. She realizes that Bee, in a sick, disturbing way, was right. She spends months. Heck, she's lost count how long she's been like this. But if you want to know the real world time, it's been about 5 years. Things have still stayed the same. She can't tell for sure, though. We think it's 5 years. She thinks it's 5 years. It could have been 2 weeks. It doesn't matter anymore. She's gone nuts. There's nothing new. There's no new stories being made. There's no show. There's nothing. Emptiness. So she does it. She gathers up all the Lala girls. All of them. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She thinks about putting Peanut in, but she doesn't. And this being gets summoned to the realm. And at first she thinks that this being, this handsome being, by the way, very nice. The point is, she thinks that this being is going to destroy the world, but he doesn't. Instead, he resets it. And boom. There's just the changes. Do you want to say the changes? He asks if she wants to be in this continuous time loop, and she says no. And then it all starts anew. Everyone's back! The whole gang's together again. Spot is traumatized, and she goes up to Bee. And Bee's like, oh, how you doing? And everybody's just all hunky-dory. Everybody just continues their lives, and the world continues to go. Same mundane situations. There was never a search for Pillow. They just play basketball or whatever. They play jump rope. Everyone's happy. Except for Spot. She saw the world end. She's seen her friends pass right before her eyes. She's had to get blood on her hands. And she can never erase that from her mind. But in a sense, they're all back together, stitched forever, together, friends forever. And that is the plot of Lalaloopsy, Friends Forever. I know it might feel like you've heard the ramblings of a madman, but I promise I'm good. If you like this idea, I might go with it somewhere, or not. Goodbye.